Remote file inclusion is a special case of file inclusion vulnerabilities. We've seen in the previous video how we were able to include any file in the server and have access to it through local file inclusion vulnerabilities. In today's video, if the server is configured to allow a certain function called allow URL and allow URL fopen, then we will be able to include any file from any computer into the target website. So we'll literally be able to inject any PHP file into the target computer. What this would lead to is basically we can run payloads, we can run reverse shells, and we can run even system commands and get access to the target or full control to the target server. So first of all, let's just go here and we'll be using the same file inclusion vulnerability that we were using in the previous video. So it's in the page parameter right here. The only difference is you need to enable the function that makes this, that converts the local file inclusion to a remote file inclusion. So hence the name local allows you to access local files. Remote will allow you to access and inject remote files. So to enable that, I'm going to go to my Metasploitable machine. I'm just going to show you how to enable it so you can test this vulnerability yourself. So we're coming here to our Metasploitable, and I'm going to go into the PHP settings. So the PHP settings are stored in a file. And to access that, we're going to use nano, which is a text editor. And then I'm going to put the file location, which is in etc php5 cgi and php.ini. So that's the location where the PHP configuration is stored. I'm going to open it using a file editor called nano. And I'm just going to exit this. I'm going to open it as sudo as the root. Actually, in Kali, we never needed to use sudo because we log in as root. But with Metasploitable, you need to use sudo when you want to do root actions. So you say sudo, and then you put the command that you want to run. Okay, so these are the configurations for the PHP that's installed on the web server on the target. And we're looking for a function called allow URL fopen. So I'm going to type in Control and W at the same time, and that'll allow me to search. And I'm going to search for allow URL. And we can see here that I have allow URL fopen is on, and allow URL include is on as well. So these two functions, if they're enabled, then the local file inclusion vulnerability that we have can be used as a remote file inclusion. So to exit this, Control and X, and it's going to ask you if you want to save, just type in Y and enter. For me, I didn't change anything, so I didn't need to do that. Once you do that, you need to restart your web server. So you're going to do etc init.d apache2 restart. And you'll need to do this as sudo actually. And this is done now, so everything should be ready for you.